All right, everybody, welcome back to another edition of Physics Fridays. I am your host, Eli Hibbett, and this, our first episode, episode number 1, is entitled Dumber Than Dinosaurs. And who, dare we ask, is dumber than dinosaurs? Well, stay tuned to find out. The idea for this sort of stemmed from something I was talking about during the New Year's Eve episode of Upon Your Homework Physics Series podcast, number 21, the Cosmic Calendar Countdown. And what I had mentioned was that, like, 65 million years ago, dinosaurs were the dominant life form on the planet. They were harder, better, faster, stronger than everybody else. And not that they really had a global perspective, but even if they did, they probably didn't think that they were going to get knocked out anytime soon. And fast forward 65 million years, here we are. And sort of in the same boat, jamming along. We sort of got this world pretty wired. And we don't think that anything's going to get in our way. But we know what happened to the dinosaurs. In case you don't know, I guess an asteroid collided with the Earth and knocked a whole bunch of dust into the atmosphere. Started another cold era, and that was the end of it. No goodbye, sun. And it could happen to us at any time, even though we like to think that maybe that's not the case. So, you know, as a human, I guess we would like to think, as a whole, that we are a little more technologically advanced than the dinosaurs, which I don't think, there's really any question about that. We've kind of used the Earth a lot more than they did. They just, had a lot more lean muscle mass, essentially. But we have the tools, we have the technology to really monitor extraplanetary events. We know, a high percentage of, asteroid orbits that could collide with Earth. And we don't really have a plan to deal with it if we were to come across one that was on a direct collision course with Earth. Now, I don't know if you ever heard of the Tuskegee incident, but something that happened around the turn of the century and 1900. And it was a fireball that came into the Earth's atmosphere and exploded before it hit the ground. And kind of the same style idea, a little bit smaller. And even a couple of years ago, there was an event over Russia. A monster fireball asteroid came into the atmosphere and exploded in the air. And it's one of these things, like, everybody sees it and they're like, oh my god. But once it's over and nobody's, human beings didn't die out, you kind of say, okay, well, let's move on. Close call. Cross our fingers that doesn't happen again. And, we have the tools, we have the resources to develop a plan, and we are actively not doing it, essentially. And so where does that put us against a race or species, the dinosaurs, who didn't have the tools to do it? If something happened, they couldn't do anything about it. They really had no chance. But we have the tools to actually try to do something about it, and we don't. So where does that put us? Does that put us higher or lower on the spectrum? I guess that's up to you. But, yeah, I'm not really... I guess this is the big problem. Me, as a lowly citizen, I pay my taxes and I vote. What else can I do? But I think we have to do a little more than that. And, try to come up with a plan, really. If you can, let's work on something. Let's try to figure out a way, because I don't really want to see anybody that I know get mashed by an asteroid in the near future, myself included. So, with that, I guess I'm going to sign off. Food for thought. Think about it. And I'll see you next week, guys. Adios. At a red light. Oh, there we go.